All right, we're going to talk about TCU and Clemson and where they got ranked today in the college football rankings. TCU got ranked 7th and Clemson got ranked 4th. Now, Clemson only got ranked 4th because of recency bias and who they are and who their coach is. While Clemson continues to get the easy ride into the top of the rankings, they don't have as many quality wins. They don't have the schedule that TCU has had to play. TCU has beaten OU by 21, Kansas by 7, and Kansas made that late or that early push into the season. OK State by 3. That was a healthy OK State at the time. Kansas State by 10 now. Where you go down Clemson's list, they beat Wake Forest by 6, who's in the mid-20s. NC State by 10, who is not who we thought they'd be. And then they just beat Syracuse by 6. I'm not saying that Clemson doesn't deserve to be there, but you definitely got to consider putting TCU above Clemson based on their schedule. And if you go down by quarterback, you go to Max Duggan, who's 22 touchdowns to 2 interceptions at 67% completion percentage. They currently run a 55% run to 45% pass offense. And then you go to DJ Uyangale, who's been benched once already this year with 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on 64% completion percentage, and they run a 60-40 run to pass ratio. Now TCU is going to finish off the year most likely playing OK State in the Big 12, but they still have Texas and Iowa State ahead of them on their schedule, while you go down to Clemson and all they play is Notre Dame this upcoming week, and they're only favored 3.5 in that contest. And then they'll most likely play North Carolina in the ACC championship. TCU deserves to be ranked in the top 4. They should be at number 4 over Clemson. And if you want to continue to look at offensive production between TCU and Clemson and why I think TCU should still be ranked above Clemson, you go look at their points per game. You go look at TCU, who's putting up 44.3 points per game at 518 yards per game as well. They have a nice running back in Kendre Miller, who's putting up 851 yards on the season with 11 touchdowns. Now, that's not much difference between him and Will Shipley, who Shipley has 739 yards rushing on 10 total touchdowns. But if you go to Clemson's offense, they're only putting up 37.1 points per game, which is way down than previous years. And they're averaging 421 yards per game, which is also down from previous years. I think TCU is just running a more explosive offense. They have a better defense. I think Clemson is just getting in due to recency bias and who their coach is and what program they are. Where TCU has the quality schedule, the quality offense, the better defense. TCU should be ranked in that top 4. And I believe as the season goes on and they win the Big 12 championship, if they win the Big 12 championship, they have to win out this year, they will get in. Where I think Clemson is going to struggle with Notre Dame as they're only favored 3.5. And when they go to play North Carolina, that's only going to be a 3.5, maybe 3-point spread in that game.